Hi, my name is Steve Plotnick, and today we're going to be talking about your Australian superannuation fund and the ways that it could be taxed here in the United States. Before I get into that, I just wanted to give you a brief overview. We're a small boutique firm with a few employees, and we have clients all over the U.S. and really all over the world. We specialize in individuals that have foreign assets or foreign income that need to get into compliance or to annually report their foreign assets and income to the U.S. And we keep very busy during busy season filing annual 1040s and FBARs for these type of clients as well. And we also keep very busy throughout the year getting individuals into compliance that have not reported in the past. Okay, so there's the very basics to your income tax return is that the Internal Revenue Code, which is Title 26, says that your worldwide income is taxable on your U.S. tax return regardless of where you live and reside in the United States. And that applies to every U.S. citizen. This law is rather unique. It's only a handful of countries that require its U.S. citizens, green card holders, or resident aliens to report their worldwide income on their U.S. tax return. But there are exceptions to not reporting your foreign income and foreign assets. But that exception would fall within a tax treaty. In particular, we're talking about the Australian and U.S. tax treaty. Now, the uniqueness to the Australian tax treaty is that it was enacted in 1982 and it has not been revised or updated since then. It's still in its original format with no revisions. It's very unique. There are very few countries that have an old tax treaty like this that have not revised it. Now taking that in consideration and looking at the worldwide income that you need to report, you really have four choices to report your superannuation fund. You can just report your superannuation income as everything else. Your worldwide income all gets reported on your U.S. tax return, or there's a possibility it could be treated as a foreign grantor trust and taxed that way. There's another way to look at this superannuation fund is it could be treated as annuity and taxed a similar way as annuity. Or the other option, which we will talk in a minute about, which we take for our clients, is we take a tax treaty position. But I just wanted to briefly show you that if you think about the Australian-U.S. tax treaty that was written in 1982 and has not been revised, think about the evolution of the Australian superannuation. I mean, granted, it was written and enacted a long time ago, but if you look at it, one of their major changes was in 1983, 1 year after the Australian-U.S. tax treaty, and it was basically enacted that says the Australian government will match at 3% whatever the employee contributes into their superannuation fund. The Australian government will match it at 3%. Now, naturally, this has increased over the years, this percentage, but there's been a lot of revisions and evolutions to the superannuation fund. You can see there was one in 1993, another one in 2002, and another one in 2011, just to name a few. Now, what we do once again is we're going to apply, if you are our client, we're going to apply the tax treaty to your superannuation fund. So what we do is we take the two. Now keep in mind, we don't just haphazardly take this treaty position. We've read private letter rulings. We've done major research on this. This isn't something we just hastily done. This was through major research. And there's some vagueness in the tax treaty to today's superannuation fund. But we're taking a tax treaty position saying that your Australian income is not taxable in the United States. It is considered taxable based on the treaty it is considered taxable in Australia. So Australia will have exclusive taxing rights over your Australian superannuation fund, and you will be paying or be required to report the income in Australia, and you will not be taxed in the United States. And that's for anybody that lives inside the United States, outside the United States, that has a superannuation fund. However, you got to be careful because taking this tax position, you must fully disclose and explain the basis of this tax treaty position, and it's very important that in this explanation it is detailed out, or one could risk a possible audit or civil penalties if this is not, explained in great detail. And then the other thing that we do is that we also will give our clients a tax opinion letter. And this tax opinion letter, if you're going to obtain one, needs to be from a CPA or attorney that specializes and very knowledgeable in U.S. tax treaties, and consistently and constantly has clients that they're reporting their foreign income and foreign assets for them on a regular basis, annual basis. And this tax opinion must be a detailed opinion, very specific to your situation. It needs to be signed by the professional, and this will shield you once again from an audit or civil penalty. And we attach this opinion letter to any amended returns that we would do for you or tax returns. Now, if you would like to talk about your case more in detail or have further questions about your superannuation fund, we encourage you to look at this slide here, and you can contact us by giving us a call. You can email us, and we'll give you we'll email you back and set up a time that's convenient for you. Or you can go directly to our website and put in the information thing. We need more information. Just tell us that you'd like more information or like to talk to us about superannuation fund. We have free. Our consultations are free. We do not charge for it. We'll take our time and answer all your questions. This was just a brief 5-10 minute overview of it. It's not intended to go in great detail, but give us a call. We'll spend the time with you, go over your situation. Thank you.